Hey everyone, it's me, Opinions by Mike, and today I'm here to talk about the secret to why the Miami Heat may beat the Denver Nuggets. With the NBA Finals recently underway, the main consensus out there is that the Denver Nuggets will easily beat the Miami Heat. Given the way the Nuggets have played recently, that does not seem out of line. However, I think the Miami Heat has a genuine chance to beat the Denver Nuggets, and here's why. Throughout the entire playoffs, the Nuggets have had home court advantage. They finished with the number 1 seed in the West and thus had the privilege of starting every series at home. This is a huge advantage for the Nuggets, more than any other team because of the geography of Denver. Denver is located at a relatively high altitude, which is why it is called the Mile High City. Therefore, Denver has less oxygen available in the air compared to other cities at sea level. This makes it extremely difficult for visiting teams to come and perform at their maximum because there is less oxygen available. As a result, they will get tired quicker than normal and feel abnormally out of breath. Especially in a high-paced game like basketball, fatigue can quickly diminish production on the court. Now, this is a huge disparity, especially during the playoffs where games are high intensity and played almost every other day. This is not to mention the fact that every player that plays will play almost 40 to 45 minutes a night. In other words, when it comes to the playoffs, conditioning is key to success, and visiting teams in Denver are automatically at a huge disadvantage due to the high altitude and low oxygen conditions of Denver. Now you might be wondering, Michael, won't the Nuggets be at a disadvantage too because they also have to play under low oxygen conditions? Well, no, actually they don't. If anything, they will be at an advantage. If you're a science nerd like me, you may understand the reason why, which is called erythropoiesis, or the production of more red blood cells. Simply put, when your body is subjected to low oxygen conditions for long periods of time, i.e. living in the city of Denver for the whole regular season as all the Nuggets players do, the body learns to adapt to this, producing more red blood cells than the average person. This helps the body adapt to low oxygen conditions, as since red blood cells carry oxygen, more red blood cells means the body can carry more oxygen and thus perform better at low oxygen conditions. Therefore, while visiting teams may struggle with the low oxygen conditions in Denver, to the Nuggets players, their bodies have already adapted to it, and thus to them, the low oxygen conditions feel normal, as they have more red blood cells to carry their oxygen to their muscles. This advantage is even further shown when the Nuggets play away games, since like I said, they have more red blood cells compared to the average person as a result of living in Denver. When they play away games, their body is able to perform at an extreme level, since playing at regular oxygen levels to them is like playing with an oxygen mask on. As a result, their muscles are able to perform at higher levels for longer periods of time while fatiguing less. Something that, like I said, is a huge advantage come deep in the playoffs when conditioning is key. This method of increasing the oxygen carrying capacity of the body by increasing the number of red blood cells is actually a method used in other sports and is so unfair that it is literally banned. This practice is called blood doping, and is actually why the entire Russian Olympic team is currently banned from the Olympics, which shows just how unfair it actually is. However, out of all the teams in the NBA, there is one team that may be able to overcome this competitive advantage, and it is the Miami Heat. Why? Well, because the Miami Heat is the most fit team out of all the teams in the league. The Miami Heat are notorious for their infamous strength and conditioning program. It is well known league-wide that Miami Heat's team culture when it comes to fitness is next to none. As an example, before training camp, each player has to pass a fitness test that is extremely grueling. Each player has to do 10 full court sprints in under 60 seconds 5 times. To put it into perspective, even Jimmy Butler failed the fitness test the first time he did it. The Heat take pride in being the best conditioned team in the league, and it shows. They even have a maximum body fat percentage of 9% that they test for twice a week, and if you don't pass, you don't play. Something that happened to James Johnson back in 2019. Given the Miami Heat are such a well-conditioned team, they may be the only team that can actually beat the Nuggets this late in the season, given the natural advantages the Nuggets have by living at high altitudes. This is important as this late in the season, it is better to have players that are fresh and can still play at a high level on all plays, rather than having superstars that have to take break on defense because they are too tired. With the season coming soon to an end, all the players are fatigued, but given the conditioning of the Miami Heat, it is no surprise that they are able to keep up physically. And given their increased fitness compared to other rivals that the Nuggets have played, such as the Lakers and the Suns, I truly believe that the conditioning of the Heat will give them a greater chance than the Lakers and Suns to beat the Nuggets, even though on paper they may seem like less of a team. Why? Because the Heat will be able to neutralize the advantage the Nuggets have by playing and living at high altitudes due to their extreme conditioning. Erik Spoelstra is the best coach in the league in my opinion, and combined with his tactics to stop Jokic and Jamal Murray and their team conditioning, I expect the Miami Heat to lift the Larry O'Brien Trophy this year. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep on the lookout as I am looking to make more videos going forwards and growing this channel. Stay tuned.